Oh, I was watching a little bit of Hawkeye, the first episode. And 2 episodes are out today, though must be probably already watched it by now. Uh, so far it's good so far. I don't really much how I felt about it until I see like the whole season, but at least it just that first part when it went back to like 2012 and the whole things that things don't fall from the sky. And I'm like, yeah, it's about to. But I guess there's more a lot of, I hate to say like trauma in it, but it's kind of like how it fits them way later when they finally haven't got to the part where they met yet. But so far with the whole Christmas theme that they're going with, it kind of hurts a little bit because of what they have to go through later on. Let me see, was it 19? Okay, we're about there. Turn the levels to make sure. I was like, am I over level for this? Probably. I'm probably over level. Oh gosh. Held on with 1 HP. Right here. I guess so far the first episode's going great. I forgot that they gave the Hawkeye was death. The Hawkeye was death. I completely forgot about that. Eesh. Okay. Completely forgot about that. I just the little moment where you turn a hearing aid off. And they're like, yeah, I think I'll do the same thing too. This is just so horrible that how that play went. It was still horrible in my mind. Ugh. Then it's like that one guy was definitely not there, and I'm like, yeah, that guy was not there at all. He was not there at all. But I'm very hopeful for the season. Really hopeful for it because I honestly sort of forgot about Hawkeye in a way. But not in a bad way of like, oh yeah, I forgot they existed. No, I just really didn't think about them much because they didn't show them off that much. I haven't seen the Black Widow movie because, well, obviously I have to have time to watch that. I would love to watch it. I hate that his moves are so late. You're supposed to been have this, but it's like, no, we're just going to put it way later. I mean, yes, as I say, I would love to get evolution and stuff, yeah. But I'm just hoping that the Hawkeye turns out good, like WandaVision and Captain America and Winter Soldier, or Falcon and Winter Soldier, in my opinion now. It should be Falcon and Winter Soldier instead of Captain America and Winter Soldier. I'm like, you're just doing it again. You're just doing the same title again. Just do Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yes, he's Captain America now, but I'll say he is still Falcon. Like, just, come on, do something a little different. I'm just hoping that it turns out at least a little better. Because, I mean, so far I'm just like, well, she fucked up. This happened. This is happening. Which she effed up on one little occasion. Was it something else happened? Yada. I'm interested to see how they spend their Christmas. It said it was only 6 days, so I'm thinking they are going to go back to that little isolated spot where their house is at. Which I'm like, yeah, good they moved out, like away from the season stuff, because of obviously like PTSD and stuff. Yes, I probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, and probably I know no one's really gonna see this, so I'm not saying I can say whatever the F I want. I'm just talking the talk. Plus, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so if it was the date of this, it might be up tomorrow, honestly, on Thanksgiving instead of today, because got a lot of things to watch, and catching up with some stuff on like YouTube. Understand. Doing like laundry and stuff, just stuff I do about every day, honestly. Let's see. What you got, Bonzor? You don't have anything. Never mind. Guess I'm not really doing anything today. Just making sure I got like that we have everything set up for Thanksgiving. Just making sure that that we just got all the food ready, which we gotta make sure we got it in storage and all that, in the refrigerator, table set up, chairs set up, just, everything's set up as usual. First time everyone's together again, during Thanksgiving, though a lot of people aren't with us anymore. But, yeah, at least we can celebrate for now. Okay, I need to figure this freaking thing out. Is it like this? It's like... No. It's just... I'll figure it out eventually. How to get this freaking bite to come on off. And how to run rolls every 5 minutes. So this is... It's just a quick little sort of maybe progression. I don't know. I might progress. I might not. I don't know. Just gonna... Yeah. Play the game like I always usually. I just played through one version of the game versus like playing both of the games. Like I could do it as a Nuzlocke if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because I'm gonna do that with Pearl. But yeah, I guess I'll try to talk about something else. One of the books that I'm reading right now is Dolls of the Spires. That glitched out. Oh no! Oh god, that's horrible. That is horrible. Yeah, one of the books I'm reading right now, on the second book of Dolls of the Spire, the first part of it, I think the Nightfall or something like that. I can't remember what it was, or something like that. Where is the repel at? There you are. Use it. I'm gonna try to get a gibble because I remember I forgot I was gonna catch one of those. Run, 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 run. And yeah, the second book. So far, just from the first book of Dolls of the Spire, the first light, I don't feel like, honestly, it's the first light. It's more like, the main character's step, which I love the name called Trip. And honestly, he should be tripping, because he is a horrible magnet for trouble. And I hate... I want to say I hate his character, but I hate it a little bit because he's completely new to this whole situation that's going on. And just to make him... He's going to be alpha later for the pack, but it just makes no sense to me that he got picked to be the one to be the alpha. Can I move these? Oh, come on, like I have strength. Oh, okay. I had to come in and get a gibble later. Darn, I thought I could. I mean, I could go in there and rescue that girl who got lost, but I don't feel like it. But what if I just proceed? Wait. I think in Platinum there was more than that, but with Dawson's Fire, I don't like Step as a character. Honestly, if I was writing, let's say these 4 characters: Step, Hope, I think Duke, and Delta. Just from the first book, I was probably severely injured or maybe probably close to death with Step. So he would not be an eligible pup to even be chosen as alpha at all. Like, yes, because he is new to this pack, new to this whole dynamic that's going on here, and just in my opinion, he probably should have got killed by Duke at least. So yeah, he could have been like, an actual serious threat. Yeah, he had all these dogs just immediately fight each other, which they did not question this at all. That's really my main problem with it, is that no one questions, the bullshittery that's in this. But other than that, I wanted Step to die. I wanted him to die. I don't know what happened to his brother. Not Duke, because that's his stepbrother, but I don't know what happened to his actual brother, Twig. I mean, they probably just immediately forgot about him, which is totally fine with me, honestly. Just rid him off as he probably just left somewhere, or he might be dead. I don't know. They have no idea, because they're dealing with pack problems and stuff. With Hope, I wanted her to actually get opportunity to actually get character development and get into that position of being alpha, because they said before that I forgot her name, honestly. Step's mom and Duke's mom, I really forget her name. She was alpha before the other guy was, so I'm just like, why can't there be another female one? Plus, she has more experience, in my opinion, than Step does. Step is just completely new to all of this. So why in the world would you make him freaking alpha when he has no idea what's going on and no idea how to do any of this stuff? Yes, he might show promise, but he's pretty freaking new to all of this. And yes, he might be the closest, for that rule of the alpha for this book, instead of choosing like who has more potential and who has experience for being the leader, basically. Instead, they're just going with whoever's in the family. And you could argue, since Step is new, they should have argued with I think his name is Charlie? I think Charlie? Is it Charles or Charlie? I think it's Charles. Yeah, Charles. They should have argued with him. Everyone packed saying that, this is a puppy and he's brand new to this whole pack thing. He was being there for a couple of days. Or, I think it's been a couple of days. And they should have, argued with their alpha saying like, hey, you should nominate someone else other than this freaking puppy who just got here. He didn't really save anybody, in my opinion. I'm talking about Step. That he really didn't save anyone, in my opinion. He kind of was just leading everybody to their deaths in a way. Or leading them into a horrible situation. Like, he's the one who started this whole fucking mess. And it probably would have been later, Duke and Delta would definitely had talked at some point. Even without, Step even doing anything about that. Hope would have just been a better alpha, in my opinion, because she has experience it was her mom almost, well, she would have died. I would have preferred that her mom had died, so, you know, we get some sort of revenge story out of this. But it's fine, it's fine. This is devious mocking of that stuff. This is just the first book. Just remember, I said this is the first book. I haven't got done with the second book, but just on the first book. Hope should have been Alpha because she had more experience, and her mom almost died. She doesn't know if her dad is dead. She's being trained as a healer, which kind of sucks, but then, yeah, I can see the reason why I don't want to train her pups and probably other dogs in healing, because, you know, they might be in war in, like, a couple of days or whatever. They might go through war because of the other pack, Delta's pack, basically. Which, speaking of Delta, I'm glad she's Alpha. Because, yeah, she took initiative. She just wants what's best for her pack and family, even though she doesn't have any pups. I'm just saying, like, she kind of makes a better Alpha. Yeah, she's young and just now going through this and that. I mean, at least she's trying to do stuff. She actually took over the pack, and she's thinking about what to do. Other than Duke, who's just a bloodthirsty motherfucker. And somehow gets saved. And I'm like, okay. But in my opinion, Step should have been severely injured or killed at least. Instead of just like, oh, hey, since we don't really have an heir and you're like the closest one to a family that qualifies for being Alpha, sure, you can just go ahead and be, you know, Alpha in training. Like, no one spoke up about this, that, hey, he's a fucking child. Or a fucking teenager. Plus, he just got here. Like, there's no reason to have this fucking puppy as the next Alpha when he has literally no fucking experience. I say, Hope has a bit more experience than he does. And she also qualifies for it, even though she's kind of, you know, skipping on training. So at least she fucking trains. At least she knows ins and outs of this pack. At least she went and got information, actually. No one told her to do that, but she did it anyway. And she came back with information, too. I know she's still a puppy, but I mean, if we're going by, you know, in my opinion, in my experience, yeah, my, thoughts on it, I'm just saying Hope should have been the one to be Alpha, in my opinion. Or at least one of the other dogs that are in this pack. There are other dogs in this pack. Why the hell are you doing any of them? I know they're all like just background characters, but there should be someone who's more qualified. Because you're literally letting a child become the next leader when he has really no experience whatsoever in anything. And how to run a pack, and how to make rough decisions. Like, yeah, he shows promise, but there's no reason to make him have a high position like that. Like, he hasn't saved anyone, he hasn't, you know, shown that he can lead. He hasn't shown really much. Like I said, he just got here a couple of weeks ago. Step just got there. There's no reason for him to even be qualified to be Alpha. Yes, it runs in the family, but I would have liked it better at the end of the book that, you know, while they were talking about his mom, a bit more information about the mom, they could have just, you know, someone could have spoken up saying, hey, can I qualify to be the next Alpha or something? Or can I nominate someone to be the next Alpha? Because I know we only got 2 pups here. At least show some concern about what is going on. It's a dark mood, isn't it? No, it's a normal mood. Nah. Yes, I ran on that for 20 minutes. Sort of. I should have ran on it because it just makes no sense. Then I'm like, yeah, you're the main character and all that, but he needs to learn this shit before, you know, ever trying to become Alpha and stuff. It just makes no sense to make him immediately trained to be alpha because that's his family. No, he just got here and nominate someone else. Like, if they were going for a pup, I was a hope because those are the only two pups. They're in, I think it's Callum Pack. I'm not sure how to say some of these names. It's probably too late to say spoilers, but it's a lot of spoiling on my part because I know no one's rewatching this and all that. But just speaking about, just from reading the first book, just like, do you guys have literally no thought process behind this? Like, at all? Or just saying because I might might end up stopping this at like so or so minutes. No, yeah, I'm probably going to just save real quick and talk a little bit more. I'm still mad about it. That Duke could have taken power anytime he wanted to, in my opinion. Delta did take power, and she's, kind of just in power now. Talk about that. Step became freaking alpha in training, which he shouldn't be because he just got there. Yes, he is family, but he has no experience whatsoever in leading the pack or any really interactions with everybody, literally anybody, except for Hope and her mom, Falcon, and Alpha. He really has barely any interactions with the rest of the pack, except for Brutus, that was kind of brief. But just in my opinion, like, he shouldn't have a higher position like that immediately after the whole craziness that happened. Step is a freaking danger magnet. He is a danger magnet. He should be learning, not freaking getting high positions just for free for some BS. Hope definitely needs to be alpha. I'm not sure about Brutus yet, because I accidentally sort of kind of flipped through a random page to see what's going on. It's not looking good for Brutus, later on at least. Duke, no idea what the heck he's gonna do with that, for, maybe the second one? Yeah, the second book. It means somebody, I didn't know what he's gonna do about that. No idea what Dylan's gonna do, even though I saw some spoilers on, YouTube. You look at Dog of the Spires, on YouTube, it should pop up, I think, 2 animated so far, or 2 animations of it. That's how I got into it, really, was because of that. I didn't really get that far into this because it's 30 minutes, and Thanksgiving is tomorrow, or this might pop up tomorrow, I don't know. This is more of a rant-ish video of Dogs of the Spires, honestly. Is really nothing right now. Just a little rant about a book and a character. Kind of like Wings of Fire, but at least Wings of Fire isn't, I'm trying to find the right word, but honestly, it's not like in one place, in my opinion. These Wings of Fire actually focuses on the characters at least. Which, I still don't like Blue. I'm hoping Blue becomes something later on. I'm really hoping Blue becomes something later on. I really do hope so. Because at the moment, the way it started out, I was like, oh, yeah, this is horrible. Horrifying, honestly. Not really that. It didn't sit right with me at the first book. It just didn't sit right with me what situation they were in and such. But unfortunately, this just became a rant about a book because honestly, I haven't really said anything much about haven't said much about it. And yes, I repeat myself a lot because I have braces, and sometimes I end up repeating myself a lot. And sorry if I sound like I'm yelling because honestly, I woke up way too early. I know I need to go to sleep. I might go to sleep. I don't know. And Silver Path for talking, even though I'm yelling. It's still at least a decent book, a decent series in my opinion. At least it's somewhat decent. I hate Step. I just hate Step. That's the only character out of this whole book of cast characters, out of all of them, I hate Step. And all the background characters, I hate them too.